Okay, hi friends. I just thought of um, another video to do for you. Again, based on some of the cool stuff I saw on on the road today with my younger brother Ed. Um, we drove past the old supermarket I used to work for. Well, it was an A&P. Yeah, an A&P up on I think just east of Hackettstown, kind of between Hackettstown and Bud Lake. And for the longest time after we moved out, it was empty. Um, you know, it was kind of tough on the fellow that I'm sure on the fellow that ran the landlord and all that. But evidently they've turned it into a gym. If I understand right, it looked to be now I don't know if it's running or operating. I don't know. But it got me to thinking. I said to Ed, and again, these things happen when you're on a road trip. I said, Ed, they if a guy wanted to start a gym, they're really if the building you're working with was once a supermarket, you got it made. There's so many things. You'd hardly have to change a thing. I mean, for weight lift, like think of all the exercise, just lugging stuff. You could have, I mean, you could get people in pretty good shape telling them, okay, your lesson will cost, 40, $50, whatever. And you have milk crates full of milk bottles, milk gallons filled with water, for instance. You don't sell anything, just, yeah. You could have a snack bar, I suppose, but people could lift a crate of water gallons. That's four to a crate. You got to carry it out and put it on the shelf. Go back and get another, or even better, put it on one of those rolling platforms they call U-boats. Stack it up about 4 high. Try pushing that. Oh yeah, you'll be a regular Popeye after a while. And another thing you could do is you could where people like to squat down and then stretch. Well, you could have those large cans of tomatoes, that you can buy in the canned goods aisle. Well, you pick up one, or better yet, one of those big cans of the half gallon of juice. You pick it up from the bottom shelf, and you got to put it on the top shelf. Then you squat down, get the next one, put that on the top shelf, and then what you do after you've done about 20 of them, you reach up, get the one from the top, put it back down on the bottom, right? Gosh, you could, for those that whose hearts could take it, they could work, they could do calisthenics inside a frozen food cooler. It's 5 below zero. I mean, that's not for the faint of heart. You could be in there, pushing, I don't know, lifting ice cream. Half gallons of ice cream. And next thing you know, you're warm. There's so much. If you got too hot, you keep the dairy cooler going. You run in there. You could, as a group exercise, you could lift pallets, one guy on each side, and you throw them up on a stack. You're supposed to get them up about 8 feet high. Well, there you go. There's, you could, if for beginners, you could throw empty cardboard boxes into the crusher. The cardboard crusher. You could get a new shipment of cardboard boxes any day from any reputable supermarket. Would be glad to get rid of them. Let's see what else. There's so much. Again, you could fill. I don't think I said this already, did I? You could fill shopping carts with watermelons, right? And push them, or you just get maybe 15 shopping carts on a nice day, and you have races. And every time you push like a tenth of a mile across the parking lot, you got to turn them around, add one more cart to the stack, and push the other direction. And the guy who gives up, gives up last is the winner, gets maybe a week's gift certificate to the place. Gosh, what else? Well, you could have frozen turkey bowling. You set up some canned juice glasses or maybe milk bottles, not the plastic ones, yeah, tightly screwed, the caps on them tight, and you set them up like bowling, and you set them at the end of an aisle, and you bowl with frozen chickens, or I don't know, frozen turkeys probably be the best thing, and there you go. Oh, there's so much you could do, don't I know? And there's and there, I guess you could have a health. The nice thing is you could have a health food section, muscle building section where people could actually buy the goods. I don't know, but I think. Oh, and I know there's more. Again, pushing an aisle, having a single cart race where let's say you've got to go up and down the aisles, maybe 10 people in a heat. They've got to grab a product off the shelf, throw it in their cart, and run and make a sharp turn, go up aisle 8, then down aisle 9, up aisle 10, and each time loading one more. You'll have a thing on your list. You got to find it and get it. You'd be huffing and puffing by the end of that, huh? Oh. And for hand-eye coordination, you could try loading yogurt onto shelves in the right spot. And you've got X amount of time to do it. You'd be, I can see it now. Fantastic stuff. And if for those of you who like to run or walk in place, like on a treadmill, well, the cashier stands would work just fine for that, huh? Yeah. And you can make them go slow or fast. And the nice thing is, if you, or maybe even better, you could be at one end of the belt, and when you get to, you've got to do like a flip off it, yeah, and land on the right where the person would be stacking the groceries. That's another thing you could try stuffing bags. That's the fellow who can get, you could say, okay, here's a paper bag, grocery bag. You should be able to fit 15 cans in this bag. And you got the guy who's ever the fastest. You can have ready, set, go. I think that would be a kind of a fun exercise place. I don't know if that's what this place did, but geez, I would think it'd be just a fantastic idea. Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, I guess in honor of supermarkets, let's do a Lord's Prayer moment. That's definitely a place to pray when you go walking in to work. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. So be it. Gosh, you could have something with the automatic doors, where they don't work, so you got to push your way through, huh? And then you got to go back in, so you got to push the other way, or you make a circuit. You go out one from the store to the lobby, from the lobby to the outside, then inside. From the inside to the lobby, from the lobby to the inside of the store, and you got to push in each case, huh? Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying, waxing the floor, cleaning the windows, and gosh, by the time you're done, you'd be really whooped, and give that a little time, you're in shape, pal. Lost a lot of weight too. I'm just saying, good idea. Anyway, I give it to you. Okay. I'll see you later now. Thank you, and God bless.